second to 10.
Center for Artificial Intelligence welcomes you from Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. We are offering a variety of training programs. We are giving solutions for the industry through their consultancy assignments. Students are engaged with a different number of projects in the verticals of computer vision, natural language processing, and data analytics. Here goes some of the interesting tasks performed by our student community and professors team. This is one of the interesting tasks made by Mr. Abhishek KM, third year UG student from Artificial Intelligence and Data Science branch. See that it is an interesting task where he had reconstructed the image using genetic algorithm. Genetic algorithms are basically used in optimization tasks where these algorithms follow the meta-heuristic approach to obtain the best optimal solution among all the candidate solutions. Genetic algorithms operate on the hierarchy of biological chromosomes, and the algorithm tries to obtain the best fittest solution to be passed on. The next generation, genetic algorithms initially operate on the cluster of best possible solutions called the initial population. So here you could be able to see that he has given the original images. Yes. Now the iterations are running to generate that image back again. Right. With respect to the initial population, where the cluster contains the best possible solution to the problem. Each of the solutions in the cluster is organized by certain parameters, and they are termed genes in genetic algorithms. With respect to the genes, that they will be ranked according to the parameters set. The genes which have all the abilities set will be passed on to a fitness function to determine the fitness of the corresponding possible solutions selected from the respective cluster of the candidate solutions to the problem. If the best possible solution has the ability to inherit all the functionality of the fitness function, that solution will be passed on to the next generation. The overall operation of a genetic algorithms happens at three levels. They are selection, mutation, and crossover. Selection in genetic algorithms is a standard terminology used for selecting the best possible solution among the candidate solutions. Selection plays an important role in genetic algorithms as it would be responsible for selecting the best possible solutions which would be passed on to the next generations for further process. So, the selection phase in genetic algorithms is a very important phase in this section. Crossover. The crossover phase of the genetic algorithm is basically responsible for setting a certain threshold at random places in genes. And the crossover will be responsible for exchanging genes between the two random solutions obtained in the selection phase. So the information has to be passed over to the individual solutions until the crossover for the gene is reached. Mutation. Mutation phase in genetic algorithms ensures crossover occurs with a higher random probability within the genes. So the mutation will be responsible for setting higher random threshold values in the genes so that information passed over between the solutions is considerable, and the mutation phase is also required to maintain diversity between the best possible solutions selected for the problem. With respect to this project, what Abhishek had achieved. Image reconstruction is an iterative process of evolving through the various pixels of images and an attempt to obtain the original image through evolution. Image reconstruction finds its major applications in medical imaging, reverse imaging, and original image restoration tasks. For example, with respect to our archaeology department, that people are working to reconstruct the old paintings and other images. In a similar way, genetic algorithms can be used for image reconstruction, wherein the algorithm tries to reconstruct the image close to the original image. Genetic algorithms basically follow a heuristic meta-heuristic based approach, and the algorithm iterates over the best possible ways to reconstruct the image. So with respect to Python, that we have a package would be provided from their library. PyGAD is one such of library from the division of genetic algorithms. It is structured and designed to reconstruct the image close to the original image. So, and in the execution section, that it is taking time, right? See how many generations are being generated for making it to happen, right? So time complexity would be varying depending upon the type of input how we are using, right? The same image that I need to construct, hardly it is running around 10 minutes to reconstruct the same. So depending upon the input, the time complexity of the respective algorithm would vary, as well as the process of forming the best solution while it is going to obtain through the any one of the optimization technique would result in a better favor. Thank you. Hi, in this section we are going to explore this interesting cleverful chatbot, ChatGPT. This chatbot is being generated from this OpenAI forum. See, we have come across varieties of chatbots. Here, they have introduced this chatbot as a trial version for their for conducting their research. This ChatGPT will respond to us for any types of queries. Make sure that your query should be in a decent way. If you want to work with this chatbot, you have to create your account using Gmail or any Google account that you can access this chatbot. See how this chatbot is going to work. See that I am going to raise a query here. So write a story using cat and a mouse. Right? I am giving a random question. Right? See the output. It started generating its story. Okay, started generating its story. What is the technology behind this? That is what we are going to explore in this section of video. It's interesting, right? So not only on this, for example, I'm much more eager in learning a program, right? So I'm asking them the just give me a program to swap two values. Right? Let me check. What is the answer for this question? See, they are generating the program also. Initially, we have asked for stories, right? Now it is generating the program. How much clever it is. Okay. So it had generated a program also. You want to raise any question, you can raise. So what is behind this actually? Such a type of generative things. This is something related to natural language processing, right? So what they are doing, or what is the math behind this general adversarial network? So they had been termed as GAN. They are relatively the new concept in the AI field. It has generated lots of interest. It simultaneously generates the content, evaluates its quality. This GAN approach is flexible and powerful because system can learn from different types without requiring previous training. It works by splitting information and generating new content, another that tries to distinguish between fake and real datasets, improving its result as time goes on. Right? Even, for example, that I'm going to check with. Okay. Shall we ask this question? What is the height of Eiffel Tower? What is the response for this query? Yes, we have asked just the height of the Eiffel Tower, but it had produced along with its history. So how clever and efficient it is, right? So initially we have asked a story between mouse and cat, right? So why don't we ask the same Chat GP to write a story using man and So let's check. Yes, it is ready to generate your story, right? So how much powerful GAN here is? Okay, so GAN can be used for many different applications, but recently emerged is NLP, right? Especially NLG, Natural Language Generations. It means creating new pieces of text based on pre-existing data, and it's done by having two parts to the system, that is the generator and the discriminator. A combination of GANs and recurrent neural networks can predict how words will connect to create coherent sentences. This model learns from pre-existing text, can generate new sequences based on what it already knows about word relationships. GANs with the pre-existing text will produce better results because they can be trained on a much larger dataset. But this approach may not be flexible since it only works well for specific data types. Okay, so that's an interesting exploration regarding GAN. So we have introduced this chat.openai.com. Please search this site and enroll yourself and try this GAN. Thank you.